Dear service partners, here we have organized invoice submission guidelines along with the probabilities of rejection based on our CAPS tool and JD system, and further corrective action from your end to ensure the timely booking of your invoices. Also, in this video, I will explain each and every requirement. Still, if you need assistance, please revert on the mail as contact detail provided in below point number 10. In this email, we have attached 4 files. The first file is invoice submission summary to the CAPS team. When you are going to submit your invoices to the CAPS system, you have to prepare one summary. The file which we have attached is a sample invoice format as per GST compliance. This is nothing but a standard format or a simple format for your understanding purpose. Please ensure below content must be available on the face of your invoices, which contain your entity name, your ship to address, bill to address, state code, GST number, etc. etc. If you are supplying any material, number of quantity you are supplying and the unit of measurement must be mentioned, because in our CAP system we have OUM code, which can be a pieces, can be a packets, can be any other measured unit. Your quantity and rate must be mentioned on your invoice clearly. Please note, your invoice should be replica of JLL PO. While raising the invoices to the JLL, you have to check whether the description mentioned on the JLL PO is matching with your invoice description. HSN code mentioned by JLL in a JLL PO must be matched with your invoice. If it is not matching, then you have to contact JLL procurement team for amendment of PO before raising the invoices. The third file which we have attached is the mandatory CAPS invoice raising guidelines. You all know that CAPS is the tool which can validate your invoices based on these 26 conditions, and all the conditions are as per the government GST law. Please go through all the points, and if you feel any clarity required, then please contact JLL finance team. We will clarify you each and every point. The first tab is the GST PAP checklist. In this tab, we have 26 points. First point is your legal entity name, complete address, and correct GST number. Second one is your invoice number should not exceed 16 digits. If it exceeds, then your invoice will be rejected. Your date of issue of invoice, your place of supply, state name to be mentioned. JLL legal entity name should be either of these 14 entity name. It should not be short. You cannot write simply JLL property. Name should be complete, like Jones Lang LaSalle Property Consultant India Private Limited. Please note, if you write a short JLL name, your invoice would be rejected straight away. Bill to address of a JLL along with the state name and a code should be in place of which bill should be addressed. Please refer sheet 2 and 3 on the right side. Ship to address should be the client side address where goods or services are actually delivered. GST number of respective state of JLL should be clearly mentioned on the face of invoice. Please go through all these points. I am not explaining these points in detail. You can refer all the tabs also. The second tab is a JLL registered address. In this tab, we have a state-wise GST number, JLL complete address of that state, name of state mentioned in here. State code are also mentioned in a separate tab. Then we have a Bayville requirement, and there is a threshold limit state-wise if goods are moving outward or moving inward to that state. So what is the threshold limit for e-Bayville requirement? OUM codes. We have mentioned all the OUM codes in this tab. OUM codes means unit of measurement code. These code you can refer a JLL PO also. As I explained in the previous slide, that OUM code is very much important. Most of the invoices are rejected because of this OUM code. While raising the invoices to the JLL, you need to check whether the OUM code mentioned by JLL in a JLL PO is the same as mentioned in your invoice. If the OUM code is not matching with your invoice, you need to get your PO amended from our procurement team or the PO issuer. Hope you understand this Excel sheet. You can also go through this, and if you feel any assistance, please connect to JLL finance team. We will assist and guide you the further steps. The fourth file which we have attached is the e-Bayville requirement. Now coming to the 10 guidelines which we have mentioned here. Please submit a copy of attached checklist of your invoice as I explained earlier, and make sure you submit invoice according to the checklist to avoid rejection of invoice. Invoice submitted without checklist will be rejected without providing any acknowledgement. The second point is, please note that the JLL PO should be there with your invoices. Please do not supply material without JLL PO. Ask site team to provide a PO first before initiating any work, because JLL works on a no PO, no work policy. This will help you to claim your outstanding from a JLL finance team at a later stage. Please note that JLL will not bear any tax loss, and JLL is authorized to recover the same from your outstanding. But before deducting a tax input loss from your outstanding, JLL Finance will inform you through a formal email. Your invoice should be replica of JLL PO. There should not be any mismatch in either of HSN code, unit of measurement code, service description, service month, rate, quantity, bill to ship to address, GST number and PO line number. If HSN code, unit of measurement code, service description, month of service, rate, quantity, bill to ship to address, GST number, line number mentioned in JLL PO is not matching with your invoice, please approach JLL procurement for PO amendment and then raise the invoice to the JLL. Follow mandatory invoice raising guidelines attached herewith for raising the invoices to the JLL. Kindly note that you are only responsible for any valid rejection of your invoices by JLL, and also it is your responsibility to check whether your invoice has been successfully processed at JLL end. Kindly submit your invoice related to the previous month, service delivered or material supplied at site maxed by 20th of the current month, and ensure that all are received by JLL in a caps tool. JLL finance team will update the status of your pending invoices, whether booked, whether paid or not booked, into the JLL system. For payment related query, please contact directly to the finance team. Please follow this escalation matrix, and the max turnaround time for replying your email by the finance team is 3 working days. Please be patient. We will check and reconcile your claim with our books and then reply you accordingly. Your invoice claim should be in this format only. Drop an email first before calling of the payment. Please note, we have 3 spokes for your payment related query. At the first stage, you need to contact Sandeep Gautam with the mobile number mentioned here and his email ID. If the first spoke is not responding, then you need to send email to the second spoke. And if second spoke is not responding, then you need to send email to the third spoke. Please note, please do not send any initial mail to the third spoke. You need to follow this escalation matrix strictly so that it is easy for us to reply you with the complete and correct detail. Also, please submit your invoice along with the supporting documents at below address of CAPS Central Hub. The address is FSC Jones Lang LaSalle Property Consultant India Private Limited, SEZ Unit, 6th floor, Tower B, DLF Building number 6, Sector 24 or 25A, DLF Cyber City, Phase 3, Gurgaon, Haryana, India. Also, we have explained the minimum document requirement along with your invoices which you are going to submit to our CAPS Central Hub. Also, please note that JLL PO is mandatory along with every invoice copy you are going to submit to the CAPS system. Likewise, please go through all the points here, and your invoice supporting document is mandatory. We have observed that many of you have submitted your invoice copy only. Your invoice should be accompanied by the supporting document. If supporting document are not submitted, then your invoice is going to be rejected straight away, and we will not entertain any further question or query from your site. So thanks for watching this video. I am sure that you understood all the points which are mentioned in this email. Further, if you need any guidance, any clarity, please revert. We'll happy to explain you each and every requirement. Thank you.